We have finished our cable pattern and we're going to begin to work the decreases. Now, if you remember, the increases were done on the cord edging here. So I'm going to knit 1, knit 2, and on the third stitch of this I-cord, I'm going to knit 2 together. Then I'm going to knit all the way across, knit across the row until I get to the last 3 stitches. So I am going to make my way over there. There. Now I have 1, 2, 3 stitches of that I-cord. I'm going to turn my work, yarn to the back, and I'm going to put those I-cord stitches back onto my needle. Knit 1, knit 2, knit 2 together. And work all the way across, knitting every stitch until I get to the last 3 stitches. I'll repeat this pattern 12 times. Now we're going to work the first row of the buttonhole. So I have knit 1, knit 2, and knit 2 together. So I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 stitches before the cable 3 stitches. So I'm going to knit 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to bind off 2. And hopping it over. I'm going to take I'm going to knit the next stitch, bind it off by hopping that stitch over. And you'll see we're going to have a little hole there, just the smallest hole. Now I'm going to knit to the last 3 stitches of the row. Now I've moved those stitches over. I'm going to knit 1, knit 2, knit those 2 together. I'm going to knit 5. Now I'm going to cast on. And this is how I cast on. I take the yarn, wrap it around my thumb, and lift it. Those are 2 stitches that we've added to replace the stitches that we bound off. Now I'm going to knit across the row to the last 3 stitches. I'm going to turn my work around, yarn to the back, slip, 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 knit 1, knit 2, knit 2 together, and knit all the way across this row. When you come to those stitches that we cast on, you're going to see that they're a little loose. Just pick it up and knit it, same as always. They're going to feel loose, but that's okay because they're going to get that extra yarn in there, and then they'll hold its shape. And I've knit to my last 3. I'm going to turn my work, slip 1, 2, 3, knit 1, knit 2, knit those 2 together for the decrease. I'm going to knit all the way across until I get to the last 3 stitches. Now you're going to see that there is a hole there, and that's what we want. Now, because this hole isn't a sweater where sometimes you'll have the sweater open and sometimes those buttons will be visible, the buttonholes will be visible, we did a very simple buttonhole. Now, if you were going to work a cardigan, we might do it a little differently so that it has those ends tied up. But for the purposes of this headband, that button will always cover that hole, so you won't have to worry about what that hole looks like. So we're just going to carry on, turn our work, slip, 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 and follow the pattern until we have 9 stitches left, and then we'll cast off. Now you're ready to add your button. So the things that matter the most are that the button will fit into the buttonhole. So you definitely want that. It's not too loose and it's not hard to put into the buttonhole. So check, that worked out. And the other thing that I suggest is when you're sewing on this button, add a second button on the back side. And the reason I do that is that it gives it a firm base. It's never going to tug on this yarn. Because it's knit and it's not a tight weave, you might have, if you don't have this back button, those stitches will get too loose, and you don't want that. So I suggest you add the second button as a backer, have your decorative button that fits nicely in that buttonhole without too much stress. Now the other option, if you chose not to add a buttonhole, will look like this. I just took the tail after I removed my stitches and I stitched all the way around there to connect those edges. So this will not have a buttonhole on it. It doesn't have a buttonhole. I am, however, going to stitch. I've got a nice big decorative wooden button that I'm going to stick right here. And I'm not stick it, I'm going to sew it on. And you'll just carefully do that, making sure that you go through, obviously not through the back, or you'll have a hard time making anything work. So you want to just add the decorative button gently centered here. And this will be a cowl that you can pull over your head. It will never come apart.